Buzz, pretty young
She's
lady.
Adorable.
Yeah, she's super cute.
By the way,
even full of metal mouth.
No, oh, by the way,
But also Invisalign, no?
No, Invisalign sucks, dude.
Does it?
Yeah, my wife got Invisalign. I go, you're getting plastic surgery at 50 and you're choosing your teeth?
Yeah.
Like, let's start with your
Yeah.
Gang.
Buzz.
Back off my broccolini.
Get your life together.
It is.
Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not touching you, dude.
I gotta find something other than let's go to say.
Yeah.
Everyone says let's go, and I don't want to be the guy that goes, let's fucking go. Because you hear every meathead
Every
in college
meathead
going, let's fucking go.
Or let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's tape up the dog's mouth and rape it.
Another one is on social media, like I was trying to post, I had all these shows in Tacoma, they're sold out, and I was going to put Tacoma, you savages. And I saw Brian post being like, Ontario, you savages. And then see Rogan be like, you savages. I'm like, we gotta come up with a different word.
This is a good point.
We gotta come up with a different word.
We can talk about this.
Yeah.
Tell me when we're ready to record.
Let's do it.
Rolling.
Are we rolling right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you guys were talking about phrases that are overused. Let's go is way overused. And I've used it.
I've used it.
Is it Tom Brady? Did he create it?
You think?
Yeah, let's go. I don't think he said let's fucking go, but let's go. He did it with that fake football video, which I totally fell for.
Yeah, me too.
I'm such a fucking rube. I would have bought so much snake oil back in the fucking 1800s.
That'd get me too.
Oh.
But I think that's where we get our sayings, right? Because he says let's go, so you'll see, like I'll say it, be like, whatever, La Jolla Comedy Store, August 28th through the 30th. Let's go.
Yeah, I put in LFG one time thinking I'd slide it under hashtag LFG, baby. The other one, and then now I'll tell you, I'll take ownership to being a part of sayings that get said on podcasts, and then you start saying them. Savage was one of them.
But Savage started with, I think Rogan owns
Rogan.
I think he copyrighted Savage.
Okay, Rogan was guilty of almost all of them. Praise Odin. Do you remember Praise Odin?
Yeah, I don't use that one, but
okay,
yeah.
Praise Odin was one I was guilty of. But you'd hear it on a podcast, and then you didn't realize he was saying it a lot. You just realized you heard it a lot.
And then it enters your vocabulary.
And then you're in a fucking bar in Hawaii going, Praise Odin! Like you're a fucking white supremacist. Praise Odin!
But at that point, too, because I used to say it all the time. I'd say 100%, 100%.
Oh my God.
Now Rogan says 100%, 100%.
Oh my God. If you say, I say 100% so fucking much.
I think that's my thing.
No,
I gotta be honest.
I'm 100%.
No.
I'm 100%.
No way, dude.
I am definitely 100%. Call down Segura right now. I am 100%. I am 100%.
100%, dude.
100%. 100%.
And then Rogan started using it. I'm like, all right, well, I say 100%. Or I say for sure. For sure. All the time. For sure.
Merked. Merked was one
Merked's
that
a good
you
one.
guys would throw around. That guy got merked. He got starched.
Starch feels good to say. Like when a guy gets knocked out, but God, he got starched.
And it's so applicable because it is just the
legit. I mean,
have you ever been starched?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've had some tough days.
You're like on TV.
Oh yeah, I've been starching my underwear in front of millions of people in Brazil. My whole family flew out there for it, and I made 14 grand.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's how much you made for that?
Yeah, to get knocked up by Noguera. It's funny though, because like I was in Tacoma last week, and my brother's my manager, so they hand my brother the check. And I like to look like you do. I like to look at the tickets, all that number, stuff like that. So he gives it to me, and I'm like, not terrible. And he goes, "Hey, that's 4 times the amount you made to get knocked out by Noguera." I'm like, "Good point, brother. Good point, brother."
I was thinking about that today. I remember the time. I remember people turning on me, like fans, when they found out that I was also a businessman.
Really?
Like people going, "Aw,
come on, Bert, like, you care about? You're responsible.
You're fucking an alcoholic, right? You're a piece of shit alcoholic. You care about numbers.
I thought you were like us.
Yeah, you're fucking roller skates, drunk as fuck with your kids in a Speedo, right? That's you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing that to sell fucking tickets, asshole."
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're one of the guys that I think probably more so than anybody knows the most about like ticket sales, raising the prices.
You ready for some inside baseball?
Please.
So I go on, and this, by the way, I know this is people are going to be like, "Oh, you mean Theo's not really autistic? Like, what the fuck? You mean he sits and writes jokes all night? Are you fucking kidding?"
You tell me he's not autistic? But he is racist.
I cannot listen to Theo anymore because I get angry.
How good he is? Try doing a show with him. Dude.
Can I just tell you?
And then I have to use these, I have my roast, but then his are like, just you know, you look like head security for the Colgate tooth. You're like, what the fuck did that come from?
A bridge is just a brave street. Like, and you're like, but I'm being very real right now, and he may not admit this because a lot of people don't want to admit who discovered them. But I discovered Theo.
You think you did? Because I feel like I did.
No.
Because when I met him, he's making $2,000 a weekend, and I said, Papa, you're fucking crazy talented. Have my podcast studio, start doing that, and then come on my show. And then now he's making, I mean, not more money than you, but more money than most people in comedy.
He's making more money than me because he doesn't have fucking a bunch of suckling fucking vampires that he has got to pay for that live in a house with him.
Oh,
my family, yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Me and Amy Schumer discovered Theo Von. We were the first people. I will say this hand on a Bible, and I would actually wish there was a way to make this test. We discovered, type in when Reality Bites Back. We discovered the brilliance of Theo Von in Reality Bites Back. Like, we would look at each other and go, he actually might be one of the funniest people we've ever met. What year was Reality Bites Back? Can you tell me?
Like 2008.
You'll never hear anybody.
2008
is when before me.
Is Amy Schumer and I a couple of times sat privately and were like, he is the funniest human. He's saying things that are that the room's not catching, and we would catch. He said if I could buy that final episode we did where I think Theo wins it and they award him the money. That's
like
it was a reality show.
Okay, you were on it too.
Oh, dude, pull up the list of who was on.
Was it MTV?
No, it's Comedy Central.
Theo got his degree from MTV.
It's Bert Kreischer, Tiffany Haddish,
Mo Mandel.
Red Grant, who's running for mayor of DC right now.
Ooh,
Mo Mandel, Donnell Rollins, Amy Schumer, Theo Von,
Jesus Christ.
Kyle Cease. Can I tell you what is fucking brilliant about this reality show? Chris Fairbanks and Kyle Cease are up for the first elimination. Theo won the first challenge, and so he gets to pick who goes home.
Is it physical challenges?
Oh yeah, it was physical.
Theo's athletic. That's the other thing about Theo. He's way more athletic than you think.
Oh, and by the way, in reality format, he knew how to play the game.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He knew what to do. He knew not to like be the loudest guy, to just kind of fly under the radar and do his job and be funny and make friends with everyone. And he won the first challenge. And then he gets to pick who goes home. And this is it was so hilarious. Chris Fairbanks comes up to me and goes, I don't want to go home. I need this money. So we each got like $8,000 an episode for this show. And he goes, I need this money. And he goes, what do you think I should do? And I said, well, I just go up to Theo and tell him not to send you home. And he goes, okay. So he went up to Theo and he goes, hey, Theo, I really need this money. Can you not send me home? And Theo's like, well, that's not how it works, but sure. And so he just got up and he goes, Kyle Cease, you're going home. And Kyle's like, what the fuck? And he was like, well, he asked me not to send him home.
He told me not to send him home. He's like, that's not how it works.
And Chris Fairbanks, fucking hilarious. But it was like the beginning brilliance of Theo, of like where Amy and I appreciated just how funny he was and just how many people at that time comedy was different and how many people weren't getting it.
Yeah.
Like did not get it. He's like, I remember him telling Comedy Central, they're like, what would you guys want to do if you had a show? And he was like, I don't know. I'd like to do a show about how to make like a glass of water. And we're like,
terrible pitch.
And he shot it.
Oh, they actually shot it?
Yeah, Theo shot
but they didn't
a
greenlight
video of how to make a glass of water.
He's been telling me since I started with him, he's been thinking about like kids' YouTube channels, and he wants to do one where the kids smell different farts. And it would work.
I went to his house and watched him film a video of making a glass of water, and I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, he's the most entertaining.
He's one of the funniest fucking human beings, and I mean this, and this is the part of the behind the scenes, that he's also a very smart comic, and he sits and he thinks about comedy a lot of times.
Yeah.
So like I think that that's part of the making of the sausage is you think Theo just spews. He's constantly thinking of jokes. He's constantly thinking of comedy, and that's what makes a great comic. Amy Schumer and I, dude, one of the funniest things.
And if he's not thinking of comedy, he's crying. But yeah.
Yeah. Me and Amy, Theo Von and Red Grant win a challenge, right? And we win a challenge with Lunel. And Lunel says, for the reward, you guys get to take a bath with me. Do you know who Lunel is? Do you know who Lunel?
You get to take a bath.
You get to take a bath with me, right? And so...
Oh, yeah. So people would know her from Borat.
Yeah. And so we're like, so Theo and I are like, fuck yeah. So we all have a few cocktails and we get ready to take a bath. And they're like, hey, I forget what they said, but I wasn't listening. And it was something to the effect of make sure you wear a couple pairs of bathing suits because we want you guys to take your bathing suit off. And Theo and I didn't hear that. And neither did Red.
So you
but
just wore one.
Lunel heard that. So Lunel had 2 bathing suits on. So we get in the tub. Comedy Central, the president of Comedy Central at the time, Lauren Correo, I think that's her name, Lauren Correo, is at the filming. Elizabeth, there's another head of Comedy Central, Elizabeth, who's there. Everyone's in this fucking room, in a bathroom. And we've been drinking, and Lunel gets in the bathtub and goes, I hope you boys are ready to get naked, and throws off her bathing suit. And Theo and I take off our bathing suits, as does Red. And Lunel with her foot goes, wait, I feel someone's dick. And Theo and I are like, yeah, we're all naked right now. And she was like, you guys didn't wear extra bathing suits? And Theo and I just stand up naked. We're like, no. And everyone's like, oh, fuck, we're like shooting a porn. And like, Red's naked, we're all naked in a bathtub. The president of Comedy president of Comedy Central is like, we can't air any of this. And Lunel is laughing so fucking hard.
And those were the golden ages of freaking Comedy Central too.
That show was so fucking funny. And that's where Amy and I fell in love with Theo. Like and I don't know, it's fun to watch him. I can't watch him anymore because I watch his right. He did a fucking joke the other day. I saw that. I don't even know where I saw it. He goes, he was talking about reincarnation. Have you ever heard his joke about reincarnation? I don't want to tell because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
It was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he's shooting a special. Is it this month or next month?
This month, August 12th.
Which, if you see his first special on Netflix, it's good.
This is an evolution.
But it's like, dude, compared to what he's doing now, it's not even close. Well, it's like when we did that, I've been trying to do this forever. And it's just copying Jeff Foxworthy with the Blue Comedy Tour to get everybody together. So we had a one stop at the Orpheum Theater. It was like 3,500 tickets. We sold 2 shows out. It was Big J Okerson. This is 4 years ago.
Ari, I remember that show.
Big J Okerson, Ari, Brian, myself, and then Theo. And so we're trying to figure out the lineup. So we had a host. I went first. Then I think it was Big J, then Ari, then Brian, and then Theo was like, I'll just go last, man. But he felt uncomfortable because he wasn't the Theo Von at the time. This is 4 years ago. He was just like rumbling. It's like we all knew who good he was. And he's like, I guess I'll try some new shit out there, man. I'm like, dude, this is 3,500 people, Bubba. Like, bring your A game. You got 15 minutes. He's like, I'll figure something out. Dude, when we're all watching backstage, and he did, it's probably gonna be on a special, and it was like the first kernel of it, and just brought the fucking house down. And then gets in the back, was like, was that even fucking good? And we're like, what is wrong with you?
No, I think
dude,
that's what makes
you destroyed everybody.
That's what makes a good comic, is a guy who's a little self-conscious of what he's doing. He opened for me. Right when I started to sell tickets, I did a show in San Francisco for some fucking comedy festival that I think Comedy Central was putting on, and Theo was like there, and I needed an opener, and he was headlining his own show, but he was like, hey man, I'll hop on and do like 15. And I was like, cool. And I hadn't seen him perform in a while, and dude, I was floored.
What's up, guys? I just want to say, thanks that I'm not, thanks for being here. And also that, I haven't really been in the studio as much, but it's just because I've been dealing with this Netflix special and dealing with just some personal stuff I've been dealing with. So I just want to let you know I love you. And PTL, baby, praise God, you know that. And I want to thank the Eric and Stevie for holding it down. And, of course, the Sting himself. Thank you, guys, man. I'll see you next week. Hey, guys, what's up? Sorry I can't be there in studio this week, but, it's just as good as spending some time with you and me together, having some liquid IV, baby. That's right. When you're dehydrated, or if you've had, you know what I'm saying, Mexican diarrhea, or any kind of diarrhea on any continent. 1 stick of liquid IV and 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more efficiently than water alone. And that's true. Go for a run, drink some liquid IV, man. You feel like a damn ocean. Maybe you'll feel like the damn Indian Ocean. I swear it. First thing in the morning, before a workout, after a workout, when you feel run down, whenever, hydrate, treat yourself. Contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, as much potassium as a dang banana. Grab your Liquid IV in the bulk nationwide at Costco, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code KATS at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code KATS at liquidiv.com. sportsbook.com. Thanks for your support. Yo, it's everyone's favorite time of year. You know it. That's right. Football's back. Some people are betting on preseason football, and I'm one of them. That's right. To celebrate, DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is now putting new players in the center of the action with $200 in free bets instantly. If you bet $1 or more on any college football game, take advantage of this limited-time offer now. Now, if you have a problem with gambling, I don't recommend this to you, and you should call your sponsor or check with a friend. But otherwise, DraftKings is giving all new players $200 in free bets instantly when you place a bet of $1 or more on any collegiate football competition, no matter what. Head to DraftKings Sportsbook app, NOW, now to check out all the great promotions and daily odds. That's right. It's safe, secure, and reliable. Download the Sportsbook app now and use promo code KATS to receive $200 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any college football game. That's the deal. That's promo code KATS to get your free $200 in free bets instantly for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indianapolis, or PA. Indiana or PA. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
By the way, can someone just point out that this is how a guest host should talk about the person they're replacing them? Not shitting on me all fucking day on Two Bears, One Cave. Everyone that came on, Anthony Jeselnik's like, that's an interesting choice as a friend, Tom. Why would you ever be friends with him? Fucking Ethan Klein, like Bert's movie. I text Tom every time and I was like, hey, did they like me? Like, for real? And he's like, dude, fucking relax. They liked you. We're just busting balls. I was like, well, I'm sitting here in Serbia. My arm's fucking broken. Yeah. I'm losing my shit. I miss podcasting.
Yeah. And every day just getting shit on.
It's like, it's funny.
I never get that.
Oh,
no, I'm saying I never, like, if someone came in here, like, if you did come in and just kept shit on Theo, it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
But that's your and Tom's relationship.
I think me and Tom's relationship, and I think it's fun, and it's funny because when it's done well, it's fucking hilarious.
I mean, we do it with Callan. What am I talking about? We do it with Callan all the time.
Even still, you start listening to it enough, and you're like, you start believing it. You're like, oh,
well, when it's like the same shit over and over, you're like, all right, maybe I do need to work on my act.
They're like, yeah, finally you get to talk, Tom. And I was like, wait, do I have to over-talk over him? Wait, because he has nothing to say. I mean,
I'm just trying to make a show.
Yeah, I mean, a guy with that many specials, you think he'd talk, but oddly enough, he just listens a lot.
Yeah, you and Tom are a great pairing. I fucking love. I told Tom this, and you're in this category. You know, I told Tom he's my North Star as far as like building his network. I'm doing that, and just the way he's gone about his career. I'm like, dude, you're my North Star.
He's my North Star.
It was awkward. Like I told him that, and he's all, very cool. You know, Tom, he's like, yeah, cool.
See,
cool,
Tom's my North Star, but the problem with North Stars is they only show up at night, and I sleep the majority of the night.
True.
So, like, I look at the North Star, and then I go, that's right, I got to focus on my podcast. And I just fucking let him run stuff. And then my only thing
he's good at it.
My only thing I focus on, really is stand-up and selling tickets. That's the only thing that's always in my head. Always in my head about, like...
Well, you're the best at marketing.
Who, Tom?
You.
Oh, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm definitely better than Tom.
Yes.
I'm way better than Tom.
Way better.
I have to tell him how to market himself.
That's usually
sometimes.
how it goes.
Yeah.
Because you usually, especially, like, it's Santino and Chrissy D and I were talking about this. You look at the best podcast, like, pairings. You can never. It's like having Chinese fighting fish in a tank. You never want two of them. There's always one guy focused on the business, and then obviously he's good at comedy. But then there's one guy who's kind of the madman, who's loosey goosey.
Yeah, well,
you never want two like alphas.
I have
a
bit about it. We saw a couple, gay couple. One had khakis on and a white collared shirt. And one had jean shorts, cowboy boots, and a python around his neck.
He's the power bottom.
He's khakis, I'm python.
Yes.
Always.
Yes, always.
And he's like, I wear pythons. I go, yeah, maybe around Christina you wear pythons, but around me, you're khakis, I'm python.
Correct.
And he's like, yeah, you're always python. I go, I'm the python.
Yeah,
I'm a python. I can't help it. Like, I'm python. Like a perfect example, right? Tom breaks his arm and breaks his leg, and I just noticed what great marketing, right? That's all in the back of my head. What great marketing. What an opportunity. We did great numbers with our live podcast where we showed the video.
Yeah, huge.
But I feel like he dropped some balls places.
How
and
so?
Then I blow out my arm and I go, you take your phone into surgery with you and you do a promo video to promote your dates at Red Rocks September 8th.
Yeah.
Have you seen my promo video?
No, bring that shit up.
Bro, This is how you roll into surgery.
Is this yesterday?
This is surgery. This is a week ago. This is a week ago.
Wait, first of all, how'd you fuck your arm up? I'm not clear on that.
I did.
Can you talk about it?
I can. I was doing a lot of my own acting. And so
like stunt work and shit?
Whatever, acting.
Sure.
And I kind of fucked my arm up. This is the video. Hang on, you gotta hear audio.
And were they cool with it? Were like
who cares?
The nurses?
Who cares? I told them, I said, yo, I'm rolling into music.
That's what I do, man.
I'm rolling into music. I want to be high as fuck. And I'm gonna fucking, and I told my anesthesiologist
and I'm gonna cut a fucking hot promo.
He goes, what music do you want? I said, Creedence Clearwater Revival. And he was like, really? And I said, that's my good luck music is Creedence. And so he goes, okay. And he goes, and I go, and just giving you a heads up, Jimmy Buff is playing the night before and the night after me at Red Rocks. I'm performing at Red Rocks. I'm doing a promo video and I'm probably going to be high as fuck. You got to remind me to do my promo video. And he was like, deal.
Wow,
so
what a good doc.
Do this anesthesiologist. If I get his name, this is the guy you want to put you under. So we go in. This is just for the record. Before this,
is this in the Valley? Is this Encino?
No, this is Curlin Jobs down by the airport.
Okay.
So before this, I'm nervous. I said, tell him to give you a cocktail. And if you don't feel it, tell him to give you a topper. And so I was like, okay. So I say to him, hey man, I need my cocktail. And he's like, you've already had your cocktail. I go, I need a topper. And so he goes, all right, I got you.
A topper.
And now this is the point when the toppers hit. And
what is a topper?
I think it's a cousin to Xanax. It's a fast acting Xanax. So it kicks in in a matter of seconds. And I am the highest I've ever been in my life. And I am on Instagram stories just holding my thumb down, doing minutes and minutes of stories of me going like, fairly inappropriate. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I look at him, he's Asian. I go, I love your accent. And he's like, I don't have an accent. And I was like, whatever. You know, the fact that you're Asian, you're putting me under. You don't want a white dude putting you under. You want to die. His parents held him to a standard that he had to live up to that might have been out of his grasp.
Yeah.
You want an Indian guy, you don't want a fucking white dude.
No, you don't want a white guy.
Going, hey, yins want to be put out, bruh. No, I don't. You're from Pittsburgh. Do not put me out.
Let me see this, Nick.
You are my favorite. You are my favorite.
Of course, I just give you all these drugs for free.
You're so high.
Yeah. I'm pretty high. I feel like I should write a poem or something.
Isn't that a good buzz?
Yeah. You can hear Creedence in the background, right? We're walking to the operating room.
I'm going into surgery right now. We're playing Creedence Clearwater.
This is blaring in the fucking surgery room.
I have a great team around me. We're all gonna go to jail now. But what I want to tell you for real, while I lay here on this gurney and panic, is Red Rocks, September 8th. I will be performing at Red Rocks.
What a
Tickets at BertBertBert.com. Jimmy Buff is there the night before and the night after. I can't wait to do Red Rocks. I have invited my anesthesiologist. I love you guys.
Wow, dude.
Mark Norman's with me at Red Rocks. That's good. Dave Williamson and Mark Norman. Dude. And so I don't remember filming any of this, right? I get in the car. I get a call from Tommy because I was really freaked out about surgery. I get a call from Tommy. He's like, it's not that bad, is it? I said, no. And he goes, hey, man, you fucking put up a bunch of stories. And I was like, what? And I had no recollection of it. So I go to my stories. I watch my stories. I'm like, they're not too bad. They are what they are.
Yeah.
Like you can call me on whatever the fuck you want to call me on. I'm just fucking high as shit.
Yeah.
And then I go. And then I look at my phone and I go, I shot a fucking promo. And I remember thinking, Tom really dropped the ball. Like he had these great, I remember he put his first surgery video, he had a mask on and it had like 100,000 likes. And I went, ooh, surgery masks do a lot of numbers, huh?
People
like, that's
think
a good, yeah. People were like, ooh, you're about to die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he might die.
Yeah,
Let's tune into this.
Might as well like it. Might as well check out. Let's check out his website. And I thought, you're rolling into surgery. You bring a phone in. And you fucking tell everyone, and then you post it, and you don't tell him what the surgery is about. That's by the way, these are like marketing things in my head. Is do never tell. There's a guy. His name's Young Taco, right? He's part of Odd Futures. He's I know this because he shot a movie with my buddy Jimmy Tatro.
I mean, you're a movie star now.
I don't know about that.
You've changed
in January. And so
give me the January.
Yeah, give me the January. And so Young Taco, and he's got some. Go scroll down. Let's do his thing, right? So he's got a few like operation videos where he's in like a medical procedure, and all I'm reading right there, and all you read in the comments is, "What's going on? What are you in for? Are you okay?" And so I went, "Okay." So don't, and he never tells you why he's in surgery. I think it's cosmetic surgery, to be honest with you. I think he just
maybe you got a nose job.
Look. Read all the fucking comments. Are you all right? Like that's all the things, but he doesn't tell you why he's in there. And I thought, okay, don't tell him why you're going in, right? Don't tell them why you're there. Let them wonder. Let them love you for a second. It's like the time. Do you ever remember the time they thought I had a heart attack?
Yes.
And I told Leanne, I go, do not tell TMZ I did not have a heart attack.
Yeah,
let everyone think I'm dead.
Let it simmer.
Let it simmer. And man, my phone
blew
lit up. And I'm like, oh, that's a marketing opportunity. Like, take what you're seeing in real life, apply it to selling tickets. And we moved like fucking 2,000 tickets in Colorado that day.
I fucking bet.
And
How many does it hold?
10,000. They just had to up our capacity was not what it was going to be, and they just upped it all the way to full capacity.
You know who's doing that now is Crowder. Yeah, he's not a comic, but he's a political guy. He's like a conservative or right. I don't speak out of turn. I don't know what he is, but he's a political guy. But he's having like heart surgery.
What?
Like, yeah, his heart. Like, I don't know. He's having like real deal, and I guess he had surgery and didn't go well, so he has to have it again.
Look at those likes.
Yeah.
By the way, look at those.
Look, last night took a turn for the worst. Ever actually get so close that you can physically feel death? He's a dick. Good news is it's fixable and things happen. That was July 27th. If you go to his Instagram or he posted,
hang on, stop.
It didn't go well for him.
40,000 likes. 40,000 likes. Now, hang on. Let's be very
so on Twitter?
Steven Crowder is a very polarizing individual. 40,000 likes. 40,000 likes. There are people that hated him that liked it. Because you don't want to see anyone die. You don't want to see anyone die.
No, like it's all fun and games, social media.
Wait,
but
how's he doing? What's going on with him?
I think his Instagram's his last post where he's like, it didn't go well.
Well, either that's, and then if he's got a big live show,
there it is. Does he do live shows? I'm getting heart surgery part 2. Look at him.
He's getting heart surgery?
Yeah.
We're praying to Moloch as a representative.
Yours was so much more lit.
Yeah.
You're also more entertaining.
By the way, hang on, pause.
Oh, watch live.
I wonder how much those live tickets are. Go to his fucking website.
He knows what he's
live.
doing.
By the way, Steven Crowder's a smart dude.
He's a very smart kid.
He's got.
I think I'm older than him, so I can say
if Steven Crowder is selling tickets to a live surgery, that's fucking game changer. That's a fucking game changer. Tired of the left?
Of course you are.
Of course.
Sign up here.
Steven Crowder, man. I've heard him on Rogan before. I've seen it.
I've only heard him on Rogan.
His co-host was used to be Anthony Cumia's co-host.
Oh, really?
Oh, fucking hilarious, dude. Those guys get in trouble all the time, and every time I can't help but giggle.
Yeah.
They don't get in trouble because I don't think they really care.
Those guys,
you don't get in trouble if you don't care.
I think he's more on Patreon, right? I think he's on
YouTube.
Is he?
He's Change My Mind. He does all the Change My Mind videos, and it's fucking. It's pretty brilliant because you got Steven Crowder's a very intelligent dude. He's a very well researched dude. He's a very knowledgeable dude about his shit, and he knows your shit. You don't ever want to get in an argument with anyone that knows your shit. That's the whole problem with sometimes with fighting with someone in the audience is they know everything about you. You know nothing about them.
Yeah, but you can light them up with.
Yeah, you can light them up with a few jokes. But if someone goes in real quick and it's like, yeah, your younger daughter is dyslexic, and you're like, motherfucker, you know more about me. God damn it. Right.
You got kids? No. All right, it's going nowhere.
Wait, so is Steven Crowder okay?
I think so. I don't know. I sent him a DM just be like, hey, man, we don't know each other at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think he got mad at me because he had a guy on, and it's a guy that they don't like, and the guy wanted to debate him, and they like caught him like off guard, and he's like, I'm not doing this, dude.
I'm not Ethan Klein. H3, yeah.
Yeah, Ethan Klein, yeah.
See, here's the problem is that like,
so I don't know any of that world. And so I was like, oh, but if you're a debater, like, why wouldn't Crowder just fucking light that guy up and debate him? Like, that's what you do best. But I guess they just don't want to give him a platform. So I said that. I think it got to him. So he got upset that I was like, dude, debate him. But I like Crowder. I sent him a DM and was like, dude, I hope your heart surgery went all right.
By the way, I like Crowder. I also like Ethan. And I also like Sam Cedar. I like all of them.
I don't know any of them.
That's the problem is I actually can like everyone. And I'm always blown away.
This is where you and I are similar.
Yeah.
I like everybody.
I find everybody fucking entertaining. And by the way,
and when they don't like me, I'm like, oh, why not?
I know. You ever watch someone and you're like, and you start watching me, you're like, this guy's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. Or this girl's pretty good.
And then a video pop up of them trashing you.
And you're like, wow, you didn't like me too.
Oh man. Oh. Yeah. I'll DM like, hey man, just saw your video. There seems to be a bit of confusion. I'm actually a fan.
I shut it down. I then can't watch it because I was like, oh.
Should we get in a couple segments?
Yeah.
We got some random topics. People send in submission videos, talk about whatever. Here's one from a fella.
What up, King and the Sting? King it or sting it? county fairs. I know up here at the Franklin County Fair, all these fucking bums in town here come out and get them fucking welfare tickets and fuck the carnies and
You're kind of
a nasty fucking dirt star of a fucking
dirt star
dot town on a map. Fucking gang, buzz, go lick a lizard, baby.
I knew that guy was gonna have a beard. There's no way that guy didn't.
I did not think he was gonna look like that. I was thinking of something else.
It's so funny. I didn't expect him to be driving a European car, but because he's on the wrong side, I guess that's just a video flip.
He's got Stars and Stripes seat covers though, so
Hell
just in
yeah.
case you're confused.
Dude, I pictured the hat being backwards. I pictured it not being a fitted cap, and I definitely pictured a beard. I expected a woman in there sipping out of a mega big gulp.
A Slurpee in the back.
But I did not. Maybe a child that had dirt all over its hands.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
You expected Honey Boo Boo in the back?
By the way, I can tell you what his car smells like. It smells like a boat.
Yeah.
That is my wife's family to a fucking T.
Yeah, no, it smells like fucking freedom, you ask me, man. So he's asking about county fairs.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, when you have kids, and I have a 5-year-old and he'll be 2 soon. When you have kids, dude, those county fairs are lit for them. It's like for them, it's better than Disneyland.
No, you need a county fair that serves alcohol.
Yes.
Like if that's the key.
And the
What
big
county fairs don't serve alcohol?
I've been to the one in LA, didn't serve alcohol, and it was a fucking exhausting fucking walk. Yeah. It basically turns into a walk into a parking lot of you just going, so when the fuck do we get out of here? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, sheep's pussies do look like real pussies. They do look like I swear to God, this is
that's why they fuck them.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Because there's nothing but the sheep.
They look, I mean, if you say,
have you seen this?
Let's play a game called sheep pussy, real pussy, where you pull up a sheep pussy or a real pussy, and we got to guess which one it is. Because I'm telling you,
game.
I could not
really?
tell
It's
the
that
difference.
Close?
I was at a county fair. My wife with the kids. My wife's husband's there, and I'm bored.
Your wife's husband?
My wife's dad.
Oh, word.
That's a
I was
Freudian
like,
slip.
you, man?
It's a Freudian slip. And so, and we go into the barnyard thing, and I see a sheep from behind, and I went, holy fuck! And Leanne goes, stop it. And I go, no, it looks. She goes, please stop it.
She's like, dear God, I'm
like,
begging you, please,
she's like,
please be good.
She's like, I go, Leanne, it looks like you. And she's like, my dad is right there. Sheep's pussies look
Have you seen like the 0 Dark 30 night vision that the SEALs use when they zoom in the Middle East and you just see some dude just fucking a sheep and they're like all clowning him and laughing and shit?
I'd fuck a sheep. Like, here's the thing. How crazy would it be if they were like President Biden was just like, hey, just so you know, new mask mandate. Also, you can fuck sheep. It's not cheating and it's not bestiality.
And it's all good.
And it's all good.
Don't call in.
Sheep sales are through the fucking roof. No one's eating ossobuco at all.
Nothing.
I don't even know if is that lamb? I don't even know. Fucking. Sometimes I say words I don't know what they mean. But that's my entire career. But I would.
Really? Looks pretty.
I'm gonna say real pussy.
I'm gonna say sheep.
Real pussy. That's a real pussy.
That's a real pussy.
That's a human pussy. Yes.
Okay. By the way, they're both real pussies in my book. Okay, that's a sheep. That's a sheep. Wait, no, wait. I see a butthole too, but the butthole's above the pussy, which is flipped around. That's a sheep pussy.
That's a sheep.
That's a woman's pussy. No, I'm just kidding. That's a sheep pussy.
By the way, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, you're gonna get butthole above pussy. That's a brand new game.
That asshole's gonna be right in your face.
Normally, assholes are reach. In this one, you're like, right there. It's like an elevator button. That's real pussy.
Yeah, real.
That's sheep pussy.
That's sheep pussy.
Shit. Got one.
Wait, are the people watching this, seeing this, playing along with us?
It's gonna
be a fucking game show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sell this to TBS.
yeah. Especially in 2021. They'll buy this instantly.
By the way, and the winner has one tooth and his hat backwards with a beard. He goes, sheep pussy, real pussy, real pussy, sheep
He's all
pussy.
undefeated.
No one's gonna slip me up on this. I bet Theo would be great at this game.
Theo would crush. What else you got, Nick?
So Bert is ever kinging.
Oh, I'm hardcore kinging, and I'll tell you why.
I'm gonna sting it.
The food at a county fair is. I mean, there's a show called my buddy Noah Cap hosts it. Have you ever seen it? It's called Carnival Eats.
What is it? Funnel cakes? Those dinosaur turkey legs?
Oh my god!
Deep fried everything.
Deep fried everything.
Deep fried Oreos. Deep fried, yeah. It's fantastic.
Have you ever seen Carnival Eats?
Everybody's dying if you ate COVID there, by the way. Nobody's in shape at a county fair.
No one.
Or Disneyland.
And part of what I did for Travel Channel is I'd go to these fucking county fairs and ride the rides sometimes. Top 10. I mean, they take food to the next level. To the next fucking level, they do things where you're
it's the fattest shit of all time, though. It's like deep fried cheesecake.
But I love that kind of thinking, that out of the box thinking where you're like.
Is it out of the box or is it kind of just fat thinking?
It's fat thinking, but out of the box fat thinking when they're like, the first person was like, let's deep fry a Snicker. And you're like, oh, okay. And then deep fried pizza, deep fried everything. Then that gets hacky. And then you're like, all right, what are you going to do now? And they start doing things where they're like, I saw them spiral cut a potato and then have that be the outer covering of a hot dog, then deep fry it so that every bite, and then cover it in cheese and chili, so that every bite was potato, hot dog, chili, and cheese. And it was so, look at it.
That sounds pretty fucking
so
lit. You had some fat shit.
Man. Oh, I love it.
So I'm gonna king county fairs. I was stinging sheep pussy. I got confused on those two.
I king sheep pussy.
All right.
For 50 years, American Home Shield has been a company that's been helping people. That's right. They've protected household budgets from the unexpected, like a dryer that won't dry or an AC that's lost its cool. You don't want to not have AC unless you just don't have it. Then you don't even know about it. But American Home Shield will cover the cost to repair or replace parts of over 20 home systems and appliances when they wear out, no matter how old they are. You don't want to be worrying and waiting. Yep, this summer has been going on for a long time. Don't let a broken AC, fridge, or home repairs get in the way of your summer fun. I'll tell you this truth, right when I moved into my new house, refrigerator broke and air conditioner broke. So it was really, I couldn't keep anything cold. I couldn't keep milk cold. I couldn't keep myself cold. If American Home Shield can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it. Services, fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. See plan for details. American Home Shield. Members get more. More coverage options, fewer exclusions. Coverage available no matter how old your systems or appliances are. Exclusive $50 offer for listeners of the show. Right now, to celebrate 50 years of providing homeowners peace of mind, you can take $50 off their most comprehensive plans ever. Go to ahs.com/KATS now to save $50. That's ahs.com/KATS for $50 off any plan. Service fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. See plan for details. American Home Shield, be sure with the shield. Services, fees, limitations, and exclusions apply. See plan for details. Look, when you're live streaming, you got to come up for grub at some point. You ever decided to play one more game that lasts 40 minutes and next thing you know, you're iron deficient? That'll happen if you're not eating. Get something, get a pork chop, get something. Well, Grubhub can help. They respect restaurants. That's what they do, and they deliver the food exactly the way the restaurant intended. Especially in these tough times, we need restaurants to stay in business, so we need them to maintain a level of expectancy with their dining and their treats. Grubhub does it. Yep, Grubhub is doing a little extra. To serve Panera, get a free delivery perk on your first order from Panera of $15 or more. That's right, Grubhub works hard. They want to help the restaurants stay in business because it helps them stay in business. Order through Grubhub app or online. Keep your restaurants, whether they're big, small, whatever type they are. You want to keep them around, and so does Grubhub. Grubhub. We serve restaurants.
Racism.
My name is Shaylin. I'm from Kentucky, obviously.
She has the full metal one.
King it or sting it. Grown men drinking seltzers, the hard ones, specifically black cherry. Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.
Buzz, pretty young lady.
She's adorable.
Yeah, she's super cute.
By the way,
even full of metal mouth.
No, oh, by the way,
But also Invisalign? No,
Invisalign sucks, dude.
Does it?
Yeah, my wife got Invisalign. I go, you're getting plastic surgery at 50 and you're choosing your teeth?
Yeah.
Let's start with your tits.
Yeah.
There's a lot we can fix. And you're going to pick your teeth? It's the last thing I'm fucking looking at is your goddamn teeth.
I actually like crooked teeth.
Yeah. What I loved about my wife, she got rid of all of it. She had a hole in her face from a dilated pore. I loved it. She had a crooked snaggletooth. I loved it. I loved it.
The jewel vibe.
I bet she had like Randy Moss teeth. That's why she had to fix them. It's like that's when you see an adult with old school braces, you're like
that's some serious shit, dude.
Well, it tells you a lot.
Such a commitment.
Adult braces tell you a lot about a person.
How so?
Look, it tells you, number one, their parents didn't care about their teeth.
Yeah.
So their parents didn't care about their teeth. Like their parents didn't care about teeth. That's a really important thing. It's like the first line of middle class is like, I'm gonna take care of my kids' teeth.
Yeah.
Anything below that, they're like, my wife's family didn't give a fuck about her teeth.
Did your wife grow up poor?
Yeah, she's got like pioneer teeth. Like, kind of teeth you go, fuck it, let's go to a boat ride to America. Like, I don't need a dentist.
Apocalypto teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have more settlers teeth.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Wait, what was her question?
Grown men drinking hard seltzers.
I don't fuck with them, man. Like White Claw, they always put them in my green room. I don't know why, because I look like a fuck boy. They'll just have a case of White Claw. I'm like, I drink whiskey, man. Like, no, you don't.
Oh yeah, I'm.
You fucked with a White Claw?
Yeah, last night. Last night, picking up my parents in the car. I got my brace on, and Leanne goes, "Come on, let's go get your parents." And I was like, "Cool." I grabbed 2 Bud Light seltzers. They have great watermelon flavor. And they have the one I really love is a margarita flavor. I killed that. And
do they sponsor you though?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, there you go.
They're amazing.
They're under 100. They're 100 calories. They're refreshing. And if you pick up their summer pack, you go to BudLightDeliveries.com, or you can find it at your local grocer. Alcohol. We do that read every time.
Have you done Coors Pure, the organic beer? It's like 9 grams of sugar.
No,
and it's like it might be 9 grams of. I think it's 9 grams carbs, which makes sense. 9 grams sugar.
Oh, dude.
But it's all organic.
See, like me,
I'm not a big beer guy though.
Oh, I'm a big beer guy.
I'm straight whiskey.
I'm a big beer guy. I'm a big alcohol guy.
Yeah,
I'm a big inebriant guy.
Yeah.
You know what I just got a sponsor from? And it's more like here's the thing. It's like we've been in podcasting for a long time. So we remember the days when it was fleshlights.
Yes.
We remember the days when it was like when a mattress was a big get. Like, you're not going to get money, but they're going to give you a mattress. And you're like, oh, fuck yeah. And that was like, That was like under the table money. My favorite one is El Blunto.
What's that?
Can I just give a shout out to the El Blunto guys and see if they can maybe sponsor you guys? Maybe Theo's not the best guy for them to sponsor.
I have a million shows though.
El Blunto. So they sent me, take a look at that, the humidor.
Oh.
They sent me blunts in a humidor, and they were like, "Hey man, for the podcast, and they engraved it with Bert cast on it.
Holy shit.
And I have blunts. And so what's really cool about a blunt is like a slow rolling weed hit. And it's fun, man. It's like light a blunt and then just enjoy it and then let it go out. That was Snoop taught me, let it go out. If you like, for me, Snoop doesn't let him go out. He fucking sucks through them. But like, smoke it, talk, have a good time. If it goes out, light it again.
Yeah, it's like a gentleman.
Yeah, and I'm ready for the like El Blunto to get into podcasting. I love that alcohol just got into podcasting, where you get these like Buffalo Trace was the first one.
Yeah, correct.
And I was like, and I remember getting Buffalo Trace and going, wait, this is actually good. And they're like, it's amazing.
Buffalo Trace is pioneer. I mean, one of the staples. Old ass bourbon. Yeah, great.
And I love that there were all the seltzers, the beers. I love that where the sponsorship's going, because that's part of what we all do on a podcast is get fucking wasted.
It's getting mainstream for sure. Well, I remember we lost the sponsor. Toyota got in. Remember this, Jen? Toyota got in, and you don't know the reach till you get there. And I was like, oh, Toyota's sick, big deal. But I'm reading it, and it's us pitching their podcast on Toyota cars. And when I tell you we couldn't get through the read, me and Brian could not get through the read. I was like, if anyone wants to listen to this shit podcast, and we're just roasting the shit out of Toyota. And Toyota's like, dude, you're fucking fired, man. We can't use this shit.
Wait, Burr and I did a podcast read one time. This is when we were doing podcast reads in person. So I think we only did like 4 in-person podcast reads. So you can find this read. I think it was about home security. And it was like, did you know that 99% of the people who get broken into get murdered? And it was just like,
what the fuck?
But I forget what the read was, but we were crying, laughing. And he goes, these numbers are terrifying. And we could not get through the fucking read. And then they were like, yeah, they've dropped you guys as a sponsor.
Chin, do you have that Toyota?
I'm pulled it up right now.
Play this.
I'll give it to Nick right now.
Dude, when I tell you we lost it was a huge deal. We lost the deal. That's happened before. Like when we had, before we were with On It, we're trying to find a supplement sponsor, and we met with the guys. We met with the guys from Quest Nutrition. So me and Brian are there pitching them, and everything's
Wait,
going
the people
great.
that make the cookies?
Yeah. So we were going to sign this huge deal. We were going to sign this huge deal with them. So I'll stand around like, man, we're good to go. If you guys are good, we're like, yeah, it's a free out deal. And they're like, we're just waiting for the president to cut. He should be here any second. And he walks in, he has a toupee on. But the worst toupee you've ever seen. And it was black and shiny. And all I said is, I go, man, you got a set of hair on you. And I can tell the employees like, and Brian can't stop laughing. The guy sits down and we're laughing so hard. Brian has tears in his eyes. And the CEO goes, I'm sorry, you guys keep laughing. Am I missing something? And Brian goes,
my God.
Brian goes, oh, he made a stupid joke. We're making fun of the doll over there. And the guy picks up, we're laughing at his hair, and the deal got fucking shot in the room.
Oh my God.
He's like, I think we're gonna go a different direction. And I was like, I don't give a fuck, man.
God damn
You get this,
it.
the commercial? Listen, this is trying to get through this read.
Hey, B. Yeah. You ever just sit around while you're scrolling through some of your podcasts and go, you know what, man? Toyota just isn't a car company. They're not.
I say that all the time. I go, what else they are, though, you know?
You know what they are? They're a new podcast called Toyota Untold.
I did this read.
Listen to this.
Fuck you.
Fuck
you.
It's the worst podcast of all time. Hey,
What the fuck? How dare you try to get on my train? Fuck you. You guys want to listen to the Toyota podcast? Oh my God.
But I'm like, B, come on, we gotta get through this.
I can't.
It's like 15 grand, too. He's like, we gotta get through this.
Man, pay me. Pay me. Hey, Brian, this will be tough to get through.
This is going to be funny.
Let's do this. Hey, who gives a fuck if we fuck it up? You ready?
right.
You ready? Hey, B.
What, Mike?
Fuck. All right, you ready?
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Damn, bro. You know what, man? Dude,
What's so funny?
you know what's funny, bro?
What? Why are you laughing?
Hold on, let's get started. I can't do this. That's all I can.
Oh my God.
What a terrible podcast.
If you can't do it.
No, hold on. Let's see. All right, I'll get serious.
Let me
All
try
right,
to
a
read
couple
it,
pros.
and
Hold
you
on, you
come
ready?
back.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, B. You know what? One thing I'm noticing a lot. I can't look at you. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, you ready? You just answer the question.
Yeah,
You
go
ready?
ahead.
Hey, B. You know what's...
Wait, did you put this whole thing in the podcast?
Yeah.
You put the whole thing beginning down the podcast?
All right.
Oh my God, they must have been fucking livid.
Oh, we lost. We lost the deal.
Hey, B. You ever just sit around... No,
I got
no.
yeah.
Hey, you want the worst podcast on planet Earth?
You try this.
If you thought Toyota cars sucked, they're trying to get into
I'm gonna ask you questions
podcasting.
and you try to laugh. All right.
Yeah, we lost the deal.
I remember the read. You want to hear the story about the guy that got locked in his car? Yeah. In his Toyota Tundra?
Yeah.
I remember the read. I did
Yeah.
a bunch of those. It's funny, sometimes you'll fuck up a podcast read. And we were doing a hard seltzer read. I forget who it was for, and I fucked it up. And I said they had 0.01% alcohol. And Tom started crying and laughing, and I was like, "What? What's so funny?" And he goes, "You know how many you'd have to drink to get a buzz? You'd be like, I cannot have more iced tea in my fucking." And then I was like, "But I'm a bad reader, so like,
Yeah, me too. I struggle with reading.
You die of overhydration before you got drunk.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, who is this guy?
This guy's got a relationship. He's looking for some
Is
relationship
it David
advice.
Goggins?
David Goggins.
It's Keegan Michael Gandhi.
Ooh, you know Gandhi used to lay with women and lay with young girls in bed until his dick got so hard it would bleed.
I did hear that a couple years ago.
I added the end part, but,
I was gonna say, his dick started bleeding?
I don't know. It's blue balls.
People were trying to cancel Gandhi a couple years ago.
Yeah, people
I
were trying
remember
to cancel Gandhi. And by the way, I think he was like, he should have been canceled. Like, you know, Hitler has got to be like, I wasn't all that bad. I mean, if you fucking gone, like Hitler's the king of cancel culture. He started it.
Yeah.
I read a book about Hitler. Here's the problem about reading if you're stupid is you take in information that maybe you shouldn't have. And then all of a sudden, anytime anyone brings up any fact, I just chime in like, they're like, we're starting to lose the population of bees. And I'm like, Hitler's dad was a beekeeper. And they're like,
It's like,
fuck.
okay.
I'm like, he had a dog named Blondie. And they're like, why are you trying to humanize this guy? I was like, well, I'm just trying to, I read a book.
he was vegan. Yeah.
this guy is looking for some help with his relationship.
Just got a little debate club / relationship advice. I'm here at the beach right now.
Yep.
Show your abs.
Having a good time. I was just curious what your thoughts of dumping a girl from a chick that is not interested in your hobbies. Whether it's good to give up your hobbies if they're not into it, or end the relationship and keep your hobbies going. So my hobby, for example, is
Thank you.
definitely being this beachcomber.
That's a weird hobby.
Tons of shark teeth out here.
Cool hobby.
I mean,
in Maryland.
Oh wow, he just found it. Hang on, hold
It's
on.
just giving me a lot.
Do you think he had that in his pocket, or was he like?
That he had to. Look, my whole life I've looked for sharks. My whole fucking life I've looked for sharks. I grew up in Florida, and I have stared at my toes as I walked through the sand, hoping one day I'd find a shark's tooth.
You've never found one?
Never. And I fucking 26 years I lived in Florida.
And
never
nothing.
once. And here telling me, he goes, and my hobby is, here's one right here, a fucking tiger shark's
And
tooth.
it was a black tooth. He's all,
and
here
it's
it
clean.
is. Yeah.
I did this to my daughters one time. I gotta fucking send you this video. I did this to keep playing the thing. I'm gonna send you this video.
My hobby, for example, is definitely being this beachcomber.
Well, I think for him, in order for me to,
You got to hear the end.
Tons of shark teeth out here in Maryland, and it's just giving me a lot of exercise. I can get my good tan going. Down over 100 pounds right now. Used to be the thick boy.
What?
Now I'm kind of getting into that rip boy.
No shit, I see your cock.
Yeah, dude.
Buzz.
Yeah, I see the vein in your dick, bro.
Man. First of all, he is down 100 pounds.
Don't
And
lose
it's-
any more, though, dude.
I know, you're good. You're good.
You're all set.
Dude,
mission accomplished.
look, you can see the vein. He's got that
He has the dick
D'Angelo
roots.
cock.
He has the dick roots. He has the dick roots.
Dude, that is fucking...
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, it's like with the hobby, it's like, are you combing the beaches 9 to 5? Like, is this all you fucking do? It's kind of like Stevie in video games when he's like, yeah, man, my girl said I played too much video games. Like, well, that's fucked up. And then he's like, well, I do play 14 hours a day. I'm like, well, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking about this. I don't have any hobbies. Like, I don't have a hobby. Like, because when I worked at Travel Channel, the president, Lorraine Ong, sat me down and was like, so what are your hobbies? And I went, I write jokes. She was like, no, that's what you do for a living. And I was like, I do videos. She was like, that's what you do for a living. I write scripts. I write books. Like, I don't like.
She's like, again, that's all work, Bert.
Yeah, and I don't have a hobby. I've never had a
I don't
hobby.
really have hobbies, no.
Oh, I can't imagine having a hobby.
Working
when-
out's your hobby, right?
Is working out a hobby or is it a fucking...
No, it can't be a hobby. It can't be.
That's not a hobby, is it?
I thought
a hobby would be
your
like...
cars. You like to fix up cars.
I don't touch my fucking car. I pay people to do it. I don't know how to work on that fucking machine.
Your lawn?
I mean, yeah. I also pay someone to do that.
You like shoes? That's a hobby.
Yeah, I guess collecting shoes would be a hobby, right?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean, yeah, then I have a hobby of collecting shirts because I wear shirts a lot.
Yeah. I don't have like a hobby. Like, I'm not making fucking model cars or something.
I took up leather making.
Okay.
Like leather. Here, I'm sending you this video. Who do
Was
I
that
send
the
it to?
Do you see on AirDrop Nick's MacBook?
Guy, get this guy's dick out of my face.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wait. So like when Rogan picks up hobbies, I'm always suspect of them because I'm like, I go, what is going on with your brain? Like, can you just write jokes all day? Like, I can write jokes all day and not really do anything else. And I think I'm always curious why Rogan does that because I go,
do you have an addictive personality though?
No.
Just to alcohol. Just to alcohol, though.
Just everything. I have addictive personality.
But you're not addicted to like fucking leather making or you're not making
here's
shoes.
The thing. Everything turns into a business.
Yep.
So I make a fanny pack and then I go, I bet I could sell these.
Yep. I feel
oh shit,
you.
it's Gabby Reese.
She calling right now?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Are you serious? Laird Hamilton's wife? She's Gabby Reese. Hold on one second. I'm doing a podcast right now, so you're on the air. What's up?
I'm checking on how you're doing.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, I'll give you a call when I get done.
All right.
All right. Hey, you know I'm performing at Florida State. I'm performing at Florida State in October.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
No, I mean, did you think I was calling to talk about like getting together on a Saturday night? I'm like your boring person.
I'm your boring person.
No, I as soon as you said how you doing, I went, of course, it's recovery. Yeah. Gabby's going like, you need to polar plunge.
She's a good person.
Oh, Gabby's a fucking, they're savages.
Oh, she cares about your health. Yeah, she's a good person.
Well, if you need anything, call me, and I hope you have a great podcast.
All right. Hey, everyone, check out Gabby. You want to promote your podcast real quick?
No, goodbye.
So it's not all about marketing, Bert.
Gabby's fucking amazing. She was a champion volleyball player, played volleyball at Florida State, and while at Florida State, signed a huge modeling deal and was on MTV Sports, co-hosted MTV Sports back in the day. Met Laird Hamilton, fell in love. They have, I think, 3 beautiful daughters. They live in Hawaii, half the time in Hawaii, half the time in Malibu.
Yeah, those kids are experts.
You know how you know them is you ever go to Joe's podcast and have the yellow coffee with the turmeric in it?
Oh yeah,
that's them.
Oh
yeah, their superfoods are fucking amazing.
They're like super healthy,
they're amazing. And by the way, that's a testament to how good of a person she is she does not call to promote, does not call to ask to be on a podcast. Just calls.
You're like, I'm at Florida State. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Like, how's your arm? And you know that she's literally like, hey, we're going to be in Malibu. Why don't you come and rehab with us? Because they're all about, they do this pool training, which I was trying to get Tom to do because it's
with his arm.
Yeah. And so
now, did you, I know Rogan says, did you fuck up Tom's arm when you put it back in place?
Rogan said I did? No,
yeah.
I didn't. Every doctor says I did the right thing.
Every doctor said that was the right thing to do?
Well, Dr. Drew, but
he counts.
Yeah, he counts. No, I didn't. By the way, maybe I did. Who fucking knows? But
surgery will fix it all.
Well, they're gonna. At one point, they were going to turn it back around, regardless, right? I mean, no one was going to let it live like that for the rest of his life. And they say that the quicker you turn an arm injury like that, the less nerve damage you do have. And they said going in that there were
sent it, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, sweet.
So this is what. So now that we're talking about this tiger tooth hunter, right? And by the way, if there is karma, I definitely had the karma by fucking up my arm and now having to go through surgery. I have such empathy for anyone who's gone through any fucking injury that I would have like dudes that have been paralyzed that fight back. I'm like, I couldn't do it. I put a gun in my mouth. So that you see that guy in the video collecting tiger's teeth.
Yeah.
As a dad, you're gonna love this, and I wouldn't be shocked if he borrowed this. So I'll let you zoom forward. I'll tell you when to start.
Do you travel like fossils?
So right around here. So we're in Florida and we're looking for shells and we can't find any good shells. And my girls are very young and I decide to go to the store and buy some high-end shells and plant them around the beach for them. Dad move.
Super daddy move.
Super dad move. And watch the look on my daughter's faces when they find a shell. Hit play.
Yo, I found a T-Rex too.
Look at my daughter. Watch.
Right here. Ready?
I put the shell under my foot.
Go under. I'll hold your hand. Go.
And then I'm like, I think I found it. Now watch the look on my daughter's faces when they come up with a shell.
Here. Did you get it? Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Whoa! Where's my cow?
Oh my God. I feel another one.
I want it.
Hold on.
I want it.
It's under my foot, George. George, can you dive down?
I'm not good at diving.
You ready?
I'm not good at diving. I miss this little girl.
Okay, go.
God.
They grow
Two,
up fast. Yeah.
3.
Dude.
Let's hold my hand.
Watch the look at her face.
Did you get it? Get it? Oh!
Whoa!
Let me see.
They're
Identical.
What kind of animal lives in that?
They're identical.
To the exact same.
They only have 2 different.
They got away.
Oh, I'll go get
How old are they now?
You stay there.
17 and 15.
Fuck,
Wow, how'd you
dude.
find that?
Look at them. Look at them. Look at that. Look at that. That's dad shit right there.
That's dad move. Ultimate dad move.
It's the same exact shell.
Yeah, don't you wish you could freeze them at this age? Like, my son's 1.5 now. He's the cutest fucking thing in the world.
You're good. You're good. And so what I did
just
is
want to freeze them.
I then planted. Well, you know what?
I want to freeze them.
You know what?
Not a weird way, but like,
It's. I wish I could. It breaks. I had a big award thing in Hollywood for.
Was that the improv?
Yeah,
I get the email for it. Yeah,
for Variety, and I had my daughters come because we're doing a big Q&A, and I thanked everyone, and then I got to thank my daughters, and you just think of like the amount of time we spend on the road as comics, and it's work, but today is work, and everything's work, but you
it's
get
a struggle because you miss some shit.
Yeah, and you also your work is attached to your dream. Like your dream is to be able to sell tickets and be able to do bigger venues and get a Netflix special. All the things that you're attached. They're dreams. It's also a job, but it's like a goal. And a lot of times your family ultimately, I'll speak
pays
for
the
myself,
price.
pays the price, and
they're the ones that pay the price.
Yeah, and so to go back, I go back and I get very emotional when I think of like I should have just canceled the Cincinnati Funny Bone and spent more time with them at the beach.
Yep.
Because the way my brain worked, and it was because I was broke and I was panicking, and I would go to the beach. We'd go to Florida, and I'd say, all right, Dad can be there Monday or Tuesday. I'll fly in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm leaving Thursday to go do press, and I'll be gone for the weekend, and I'll come back. And so they spent, a week at the beach. I only spent 3 days with them at the beach. So I think that it was partly to blame for me going, they're not finding any shells. Fuck it, let's make this speed up. Dad's got to leave on Wednesday. Let's go to the store, buy fucking $50 worth of shells, plant them all over the beach, and then watch them get shells.
Yep.
And then one day they're at a fucking slumber party, and their friends are like, hey, did you ever see what your dad did with that shell thing?
Yeah.
And you're like, huh? And then your daughter, they play it at a slumber party, and your daughter sees it, and then calls you, and you're about to go on stage at the West Palm Improv, and she goes, hey. I go, what's up? She goes, I just saw that shell video. And I was like, because you post it when they don't have YouTube. And you're like, yeah. And she's like, why would you do that? And you're like,
so you had a great ass time with Dad.
And she's like, it was a lie. And you're like,
I mean, take it easy.
Yeah. And then you go up on stage and light up a few Puerto Rican chicks. Spend the night at a strip club talking to strippers going, so what did your dad do wrong?
But what I've done now, I think the pandemic made me realize this. Like I used to 3-4 weekends out of the year for 4 years straight. And then, my first kid, it's not that you just like, if you're gone for 4 days when they're like 6 months old and you come back, they've changed. Saying different words. She's speaking fucking Spanish. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm learning to play football. I'm like, who the fuck taught me football? She's all Dave. I'm like, who the fuck's Dave? So the thing is now, who the fuck's Dave? But now we don't have an Uncle Dave. But now, because the pandemic made me realize that I was at home like full-time dad nonstop. Now I only do 2 weekends a month. Like there might be a chance I'll do a third in there if it's like a one night or something and back. But as far as full weekends, it's the beginning of the month, end of the month, and that's the way it's structured now. So I don't miss too much.
See, you're very lucky, and I think I look at like you, Rogan, Tom, Burr, all these guys that are very lucky to have been had a little bit of established career while they were having a family and be able to make shot calls and be like, I'm not doing Sundays.
No, I get it.
When I had kids, I was doing, it was $1,300 a week at the Improv.
Jesus Christ.
I would get 20 offers, and that's, that was my money for our family, and I had to pay for flights, hotels.
That was your rent.
Yeah. And so I didn't have an option. I would say, I remember going back to the times when they were babies and they'd wanted me to read a book, and I would just think, I'm fucking you up if I'm sitting here reading your book. I should be working and trying to make money for us because I need to make sure we can pay for Christmas. I remember being a broke dad going in for Christmas, going to Toys R Us and seeing other dads filling their fucking cart, and me and my wife looking at it, and my wife's like, we can afford this. And I remember
feel like
fucking
shit, man.
feeling, it was like the lowest you ever could feel. Is like, you go, I can't even, like my daughters don't know they're not getting the Christmas they should get.
Yep.
And by the way, they're probably more happy then, in all honesty,
agree,
than when you go, you're 16, what car do you want? And then they're like, I don't need a car. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I finally have money. Let me get you the fucking nice thing.
I get Uber.
Yeah. And they're just like, I'm good. It's Kevin.
KFC.
He sent in a topic for us.
Ooh.
I love KFC.
Is it about talking in his sleep?
Yeah, that video was creepy. We'll watch that after this.
Hey, what's up, boys? Brendan, congrats on Thick Boy Networks. Bert, congrats on The Machine. You guys are both killing it. I got one for you for Debate Club that comes straight from Answer the Internet. Would you rather, every time you get in a car, you've got to fight a chicken to the death, or once a year you've got to fight a chimpanzee, but you get a sword?
Oof.
Oh.
Now, but I don't care if you give me a fucking gun. The chimpanzee's probably ripping my face off every single time.
Correct.
But every time you get in the car, whether you're driving, whether you're a passenger, whether it's an Uber, your car, your buddy's car, you gotta fight a chicken to the death, ripping its head apart, breaking its neck. You got feathers everywhere. You got a dead chicken carcass in your car.
Kids.
I'm loading my 2 kids in the back.
Yep.
And meanwhile, it's a chicken massacre, hacking out my eyes and clawing me. Now, he's never going to kill me. I hope a chicken can't kill me like a chimpanzee could. But part of me wants to take my chances, train to become like a killer swordsman, and fight this monkey. Maybe do some pay-per-view shit. Get on Showtime with Brendan. KFC versus a fucking chimpanzee with a sword. That would be a hell of a pay-per-view.
By the way, that would be.
I can't do the chickens, man. It's just too much of an inconvenience.
I'm going chicken, dude. Before you answer, I'm going chicken because I'm gonna beat the shit out of that thing every time and kill it. And then you have chicken breast to eat.
Yeah.
You have fucking chicken wings every day. Like, think of all the chicken you'd have.
Oh, dude. Well, first of all, you get very comfortable killing chickens. Ask my wife. Like, it's very simple. You just grab them by the head and like this.
Like shake them.
There are people that kill chickens every single day. Like to eat, that's a real thing. But it's too mundane. I'm not gonna. By the way, when he started this, I thought he was going to say, every time you get in a car, you got to blow in a straw to make sure you're sober enough for it to start. And I was like, I'll take that. I'm going chimpanzee sword, though.
No way.
And I'll tell you why.
Love to hear it.
First of all, pay-per-view numbers going to be through the fucking roof.
Marketing.
But when they see how I killed a chimpanzee.
How you can kill that fucking chimp?
I'm gonna, it's a slow roll. I'm gonna slow roll this motherfucker. So I'm gonna start sword by the side. He won't really understand what the sword is. And I'm gonna just sit there until he finds his way to me. And I'm going to slowly befriend him. You know, like you've seen in the movies?
Yeah, where they grab your nose.
And to the point where I put my arm around him and everyone sees it coming. And I pull the sword up and I just gently put it on his chest. And he's like, what's that? What's that? And I slide it in. And everyone goes, he trusted you. He trusted you. And you turned on him. And then I'm going to fucking pull the sword out. Oh, dude, fuck
That's
yeah.
pretty legit. But here's the thing. You got to relive that trauma once a year.
Yeah. Oh, I got to do it every year?
Every year.
Oh, wow.
Every year.
Every year.
They're like, it's November 21st. Here goes Bert killing a fucking chimp again. Hopefully this chimp realizes he's going to fucking befriend him and then stab him in the heart.
Year 2, they're going to be like, don't trust him. Don't trust. And the chimp's like, huh?
The trainers will be showing the chimp the video. Be like, no, chill.
Dude, I had a chimp on my shoulders one time for a TV show. And he grabbed onto my ears and locked in on me. And I remember everyone laughed except for the trainer who was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No quick moves. No quick moves.
Yeah, what?
Okay. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, all right, we're all good, buddy.
Because
he literally grabbed onto my ears and I was like, that was scary. And he's like, you have no fucking idea.
Dude.
I was like, what? And he goes, the first thing they do is they bite your fingers and your genitals.
Yeah.
And they
go for the face, right?
And then they go for the face.
I was on set with a baboon and it was like a chill baboon. And the trainer's like, just don't, my number one advice, don't get too close. You can get a picture.
Yeah.
Don't look at him in the eyes because then he thinks you're going to challenge him. He's going to rip your fucking face off. I'm like, okay, cool. And then, so everyone's taking pictures of the chimp and he's cool. He's like putting his arm. And then like an attractive girl comes up and his dick goes, and dude, she got the picture and then she tried leaving. He kept grabbing her, just has this rock hard fucking dick out. We're like, God damn, dude.
How big was his dick? Orangutan. Orangutan, you said?
No, I wish it was an orangutan. Baboon.
Ooh, baboon dick. I've seen baboon dicks. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like purple.
I've seen baboon dicks.
Yeah, it's like purple. It's kind of skinny.
By the way, baboon dicks are always out.
Yeah.
Always out. There was a video.
They always have those big balls.
I was asleep in a truck in Africa one time. And a baboon got in the truck with me and everyone was laughing hysterically until it just started to attack me. And then it broke up really quick, but his dick was out the entire time.
Oh, he's trying to fuck.
Yeah, I bet I have it. I bet I have that video. What's crazy about your iPhone is you can just go to the map and find all the videos and the places you've been. Like, do you ever do that? You go to Africa and you're like, all right, that was probably Tanzania.
Where are you shooting?
I was in Uganda.
What were you shooting out there? Are you trying to die?
No. Look. Oh, this is definitely it. I guarantee you there's a baboon attacking me video in here.
Was it a fight?
This is the baboon.
Okay. Legit baboon.
Yeah, that's a baboon, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Am I saying it wrong? Baboon?
No. I mean,
The video this is a fun show, Trip Flip, where you just went around the world, partied your fucking cock off.
And get paid.
And it was such an unwatchable show. Like, no one could watch it.
Makes sense. You're partying.
I remember one time we were in a fucking helicopter in New Zealand and we were flying over this, I think it's called Glass Lake or something. And I said to the guy, hey man, I'm afraid of flying. Is it cool if I drink? And he goes, no, not at all. And I go, what? And he goes, I don't want a drunk person in a bubble with me in air. And I went,
legit
okay.
Point.
So I grabbed a water bottle and filled it up with whiskey.
Hell yeah.
And we're flying over the lake and I'm drinking it. And we all have those headsets on. And he goes, hey man, this is a very close quarters. I can smell your whiskey. And I went, sorry. And he goes, I thought I asked you not to do that. And I was like, I didn't listen.
Yeah. I didn't hear you, man.
Yeah. Did you see they taped that dude to the fucking seat in Spirit Airlines?
They keep doing it's Spirit. That's what you get, but they keep doing it.
That's a very Spirit Airlines thing
Very
to
Spirit.
do.
Get the duct tape. That's what they keep doing with these unruly passengers. They just
I love
fucking.
it. I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
I think they should start by taping every one of their seats, and you earn the right to get untaped throughout the flight.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you're like, I like to go to the bathroom. They're like, hey man, how about you put your shoes back on? You're like, oh, good call.
Yeah,
Can
good
you
call,
untape
but-
me now?
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, now you get untaped.
But shout out to Kevin Clancy. Check out his one Minute Man and the Kevin Clancy Show.
Yeah, he's
By the way,
killing it.
I love that he does that. Can I tell you? Because I'd never have an opinion on things. Like I don't because I always know what my first opinion's an ignorant one. Like the Simone Biles thing.
Simone Biles.
Is it Biles?
Yeah.
See, I don't even say her name.
Biles
right.
if you're French.
I thought it was Biles. I thought she was French for some reason. Oh, because her name's Simone.
Simone.
I had a hot take when it first came out, and then you hear all the news, and then your hot take turns, and then you have another hot take, and then that turns again, and then another hot take, and then her aunt died, and then you're like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm glad I didn't say a fucking word.
Yeah.
Because your first initial instinct's like, yo, this is what makes champions, you know?
Yeah, I doubled down on that.
Yeah.
And then it came out she needed medication. Then I was like,
and then
all
you're
right,
like,
well, that's not good. But then I was also like, it's kind of a PD thing, right?
okay, see, I went from you got to be a champion to like, wait, hang on, what about Andrew Luck? What about Ricky Williams? And then I'm like, okay, glad I didn't say that because champions sometimes do get in their fucking heads. And there is a thing called the yips, and I had the yips. What the fuck am I doing? So I didn't say it. And then they talked about the Adderall, and I was like, okay, that's a little bit of a PED.
PEDs.
And then I was like,
100%.
here's a PED. And then you're like, oh, but yeah, I need alcohol and drugs to perform. So yeah, that makes sense. And then all of a sudden they're like, and her aunt died. And you're like, okay, well, that must have been really tough. So it's like,
It's dicey.
it's like, and
I also don't care enough about gymnastics to really double down. Like, I'm like, all right, I don't give a fuck.
yeah. And you go, hey man, this is just her life. This is also her life. And like, fuck it. Like this.
Yeah, but
like,
also get on the beam. But I hear you.
yeah, dude, look, yeah, it's like to have a hot take, and Kevin's really good at having hot takes that are pretty insightful. I always respect people who can like Rogan's good at that, where he's thought of both sides.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
I think of the quick, funny side.
Yes. This is why you and I get along.
Yeah, whatever side has the most jokes to it, I just hammer that angle, and then I'm like, oh shit, I guess Meghan Markle's not that bad.
We've got one more King or Sting It from this guy.
Coming at you with the King or Sting It. I used to play high school soccer with this dude, and his pregame ritual was stroking the old salami without busting a nut. And he swears that upped his level of play by like an unfathomable amount. So let me know what you think about that no-nut hitter. Gang, gang, blue nuts.
Ooh.
Thank you, Ashton Kutcher. By the way, the guy looked a lot like Ashton Kutcher.
A little bit.
Joke's not
Handsome
funny if you
dude.
got to point it out, right?
Yeah.
I will say,
So he's saying jacking off, but you don't nut just to get your testosterone up?
Yeah.
There has to be some to that, maybe.
I
just don't want to do it.
I've had a couple instances where I got shut down right at the door, right?
Sure.
Where I thought we were fucking,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen,
It's a nightmare.
and then I just was like,
All
all right. And I remember my body vibrating in both of those instances, like being like hyper, like, okay, something's going on with me.
Yeah.
And then one instance, I think I just went and drank and walked around Hollywood at like 4 a.m. And then
Just to
one, I
walk
think
it
I
off?
jerked off in the ocean. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta fucking, like, I respect you as a human being. It's your body, your choice. I'm fucking gonna go my body, my choice into the fucking Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah. I got to release the hounds.
Yeah, I'm not a guy. It's called, Jim Norton does it. It's called edging.
Edging, not for me.
I'm not an edger.
That sounds like a form of torture.
Yeah, I'm not an edger.
Yeah, I'm out. No.
As a matter of fact, I've tried it a few times and then I just come.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I go, no, we're gonna do it. Yeah, I've never like.
I'm not a quitter.
The only time I've ever done that is when my blood pressure is too high and I can't get through it. And you're just like, my dick's hard, my hand's numb. I guess I can't jerk off in Brazil this morning. Tried that really bad.
So Sting It.
Still
That's all we
hard
got.
sting.
Yeah,
Biggest sting
hardcore.
we've had on here, I think. Is that it, Nick?
That's it.
My brother.
Dude,
Thank you for doing this, man. Yeah, I could talk to you all fucking day.
Dude, I could do this all day.
All day.
I love the podcast, and it's an honor to be a part of it. So thank you.
Yeah, you're the best, man. And I mean, you're already selling a jigillion tickets, but you're in Denver, my hometown.
Oh
soon.
yeah.
Red
Denver,
Rocks.
Red Rocks, September 8th. I'm at Red Rocks. Jimmy Buffett's the night before, night after, and I have acquired mushrooms.
Oh.
And I'm going to be doing mushrooms for the first time because the last time I did mushrooms, the girls were babies, and I had a panic attack thinking, what if I break my brain?
Sure.
Like, what if and they need me to survive, but Georgia's going to college next year. We've got that paid for.
Where's she going?
I'm trying to get her to go to Boulder.
CU, that's where I went.
I'm trying to get her to go to Boulder.
Yeah.
So we're doing the show in Red Rocks, and then me and the girls are going to take a look at Boulder, Colorado State.
Don't go to Fort Collins.
Really?
Nah, place sucks.
Boulder, and then University of Denver. These are my tour dates. Red Rocks, Vegas on the 25th, and then I hit the road hard October 6th, Montgomery, Augusta. I need to move some tickets in Augusta. I have a fucking promo video already planned out for that.
Oh, I'm doing that. I called you because that Bud Light event center outside of the AT&T Arena in San Antonio. I'm
was
doing that
fucking
one.
Amazing.
Because I was on. The guy was pitching out to me. He's like, Bert did it. I was like, all right, let me call Bert.
It's funny shit, and I'll tell you, there's one in Fort Collins. There's one in Colorado. I did an outdoor amphitheater that they had set up that it was amazing. I'm sure it'll be more looser now, but they had it set up where everyone had their own little space. It was open, and it was one of the best shows I've ever done. Brian Regan did it the night after me. Fuck, man, I would do amphitheaters in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's September 24th, 25th, San Antonio.
Yeah, and Tallahassee. When's my Tallahassee date? I'm super excited to go back to Tallahassee. I haven't been back to that college.
God, you're all over, dude.
Dude, I'm doing a 2-week Florida run that is 3 nights in Tampa, 3 nights in Orlando.
Hard Rock. And then October 24th in Tallahassee. I'm coming home. The offensive coordinator just hit me up. He's like, yo, you want to come to the game? And I was like, I was like, I have a show in Orlando that night, but I don't give a fuck. I will throw so much money to get me to Tallahassee in the morning. Party my dick off. Gonna have to private it. Huh?
Yep, I'm flying everyone with me.
Daddy's going private.
Anyone that, by the way, this is how fucking gangster I'll take it. Just to go back to Tally for my first football game. I'll fly everyone private. We'll go fucking party our dicks off and then fly back that night for the show and then take the tour bus into Tallahassee. And I'm spending 3 days in Tallahassee fucking hanging out.
God, I'd love to do that with you.
Can't fucking wait. Just out of the show in D.C., Dark Constitution Hall, November 3rd, my birthday. We have a birthday show, and I'm running the New York Marathon. I haven't really announced that yet.
Oh, damn.
But it's my recovery. I got to set a goal for recovery.
That'd be sick.
So I'm going to do the New York Marathon. I just can't. Sorry, I canceled the show.
I'm in, for August, I'm in North Carolina. Was that the 19th and 21st? North Carolina, August 19th through the 21st. And then La Jolla Comedy Store, end of the month. That's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the last month of August. I'm at La Jolla Comedy Store. Tickets at thickboy.com or fatkz.com. Bert, I fucking love you, dude.
I love you too, brother.
Thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you for having me.
Brendan and Theo, fighter and weight. I gotta go in and go hard in the paint. I do not think I am in flow. Black Rifle Coffee, I'm ready to go. I need a sponsor, I am a monster. About to open up with this at my concerts. Flow is contagious, browser outrageous. Thicker than girls that are Instagram famous. Damn, hungry like I'm fresh off keto. Seeing red like Andrew Santino. Every song I hit like the great Bambino. Brendan ate the queso and the quesoritos. But everything's gonna be fine. Ay, hate on me, I do not mind. Ay, Theo looking like the type of dude that got a pack of matches in his pockets at all times. They sliding into my DMs. A couple of you tried but couldn't beat him. Quit playing like Nintendo DS. You don't want the smoke like Joey Diaz. Meaning y'all edible. Just got my eyebrows threaded and I'm feeling incredible. Brennan's son hit me up. He said it's too loud in the club. Can you pick me up? King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Bee Sting. Rat King. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Got the bees in the trap. Got the cheese on a string. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Yeah. King and the Sting. Bee Sting. Rat King. Ay, King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Got the bees in the trap. Got the cheese on a string. Oh yeah.